Oh, I don't have their Wi-Fi password.
What's up? What's up? What is up? So, first of all, let me just double check the technical things here. Can you guys hear me? Just give me a thumbs up or a yes or whatever, so I know my technical aspect is going on. What's up? What's up? Can you guys hear me? Yep. All right. Cool. Thank you. So, we are at Gamers and Geeks, and they are a hobby shop, comic book store, gaming emporium. This place was an old supermarket that this great guy, Tommy, converted into this incredible mega uh, gaming store. I'm going to switch to another camera here in a second just to give you a bit of an example. Excuse my forcefulness, but just to give you an example what this place looks like. Here we go. This place is huge, huge. We got table gaming, and I'm towards the back of it. We got guys over here, all sorts of got games going on, and then you got me. You got me. You also got my buddy Tom. Tom's daughter Willow, who we're here raising money for the Cure MSD Foundation, where I'm emceeing. Here you go, Tom. Where I'm emceeing the Zebra Run, which is tomorrow morning in Ocean Springs, Mississippi. And so we're here, these guys, Gamers and Geeks, and then the comic book shop that I'll be at tomorrow and Sunday, 3 Alarm Comics in Biloxi, Mississippi. They sponsored my flight down here. Really great guys to sponsor the flight down here. But they also are auctioning off various different cool collectibles. We have a Clerks 2 poster. You don't have to show them. I can explain it. We have a Clerks 2 poster that Kevin has signed, that I have signed. The great guys, Mike Zabsik and Ming, supplied the poster. Mike and Ming and you know all the guys at the Secret Stash supplied the poster. We also have 2 wonderful gift certificates, $25 gift certificates for here, Gamers and Geeks. We also have a retro gaming console. So it's got like NES, it's got Sega in it, it's got a whole bunch of games built into it. I've never seen it before, but it's pretty cool. It's called Retron 5, another prize that you can win on the raffle. Thank you, Tom. And we've gotten some really, and the great folks at the Yoakum Street Alchemy Tavern were the sponsors of the 2 $25 gift certificates. So really, really great gifts being raffled off down here. They'll be raffled off again, or shall I say, you'll be eligible for the raffle again if you come out to 3 Alarm Comics there in Biloxi, Mississippi, where I'll be doing my signing and meet and greet there. I am currently maskless because I'm doing the podcast, but we pretty much had masks. We had masks on in the building here. Mississippi is a no. They've dropped their mask mandate, so people can come in, but if they want to come up to the table, they've been very courteous and kind, putting their mask on. We're opposite sides of a very large table that, when photos were taken, we can be both maskless, and so people took photos that way. It's beautiful down here in the Gulf Coast of. I'm in Alabama, obviously. I'm in Mobile, Alabama, and tomorrow I'll be in Ocean Springs, and then, of course, Biloxi, Mississippi. And I got to say that the Gulf Coast region, especially both states, are absolutely beautiful, but also the people are just incredibly generous and nice. Plus, I think one of these days I'm getting myself a crawfish boil is in my future, from what I've been told. So keep that to yourselves. But anyway, thank you all for coming out. Mr. Charlie Dietz, that's the first time. Good to see you, Charlie. Hope you're I guess you're doing nothing, being that you had foot surgery, so this is a good way to kill time, right? Danger Girl AC, Amy, good to see you. So Master McDuff, good to see you. Jason Mac, good to see you. So Trey Mock and Gem Girl 1975, good to see you guys as well. The Windsor Lion, always great. Mr. Gabiano, oh my God, it's like a gathering of my close friends is on here. This is awesome. Mr. Scott Hoverman, the actual proprietor of 3 Alarm Comics. By all means, come on down if you can to Biloxi, Mississippi for a great signing. The times are on my previous post as well. Tim Dedio, good to see you as well. Dan Jobson, good to see you as well. Blasted Quinn 1998, thank you guys so much. I had some technical difficulties at the beginning of the 9 o'clock hour because this is my first remote broadcast, and thankfully the folks here at Gamers and Geeks have provided me with some great Wi-Fi to work off of, and I brought my laptop and I brought another secondary camera, which is giving me this shot right there, which is also the shot I turned around. And so it's been fun. The folks here coming here for meet and greet, getting some of their items autographed, incredibly nice to meet and to see people together, you know. And the reason I'm good is on Monday, I got my one-shot J&J vaccine, which is awesome. But then, fast forward to the next morning, and I open up my phone, and boom, putting a hold on J&J vaccine because people have experienced some blood clotting. One woman, unfortunately, had passed away from it. Turns out that they're studying an issue, whether it's women from 18 to 48 who are on birth control, who also have a combination of low platelets, are getting blood clots. So I specifically don't fall. I think I'm beyond my childbearing years. So I don't think I don't take the pill, which ladies will know one of the actual risks of a normal woman taking the pill is blood clots. So they're trying to figure this out. So, in any regard, I hope that they figure out. My condolences to the woman who passed away from a blood clot and to the other women who suffered from blood clots. But I got to say that I feel very comforted that I'm vaccinated. I know it takes about 2 weeks for the full immunity to work, and I'm being completely cautious on the flight from Newark to Houston and then Houston to Gulfport, Mississippi. I was completely double masked and shielded, and was lubing up with hand sanitizer as if I was jumping into a hand sanitizer orgy. So I was very conscious of what's going on. So thank you guys for joining me on a very slightly late episode. But I thought let me attempt this. Let me see what this is going to be like, because this is kind of what I'm going to try to set up when I'm on the road meeting you good folks at Comic-Cons when we get that started. So, I'm looking forward to being on the road and then eventually taking an hour on the Fridays of a con at 9 o'clock, or that, the times may change because at a con things can get scheduled where there's like a VIP kind of party for, those VIP guest holders who like, I got a badge, that's gold, and I want to do the Thursday night or Friday night party. So the times may change when I'm on the road, but I thought, well, let me test out to see if my laptop working through a Wi-Fi and the second cam and all that stuff can be run. And you guys have been really cool by staying in touch and logging on and spending some of your Friday night here at 9 o'clock. Now here, which another thing for me is because here in Mobile, it's actually, after the 8 o'clock hour, so it was that kind of thing. I was like, well, that means I got to start 8 o'clock, which means sooner. You know how the time travel things is. I'm no Doctor Strange, but it is what it is. So here we go. It's good to see that a whole bunch of people are back on, and it's good to see some really good friends. Mr. Charlie Dietz, it's good to see you on here too. Amy Tucci, good to see you. Sarah Smith, good to see you as well. Ben McCormick, thank you for joining us as well. Andrew Davis, very, very cool to see you as well. And I got to say that Mr. Randall Graves, I don't think it's the same Randall Graves, but it is what it is, So it's very, very fun that I get to come out, do some stuff. And yes, I was given this shirt. I wasn't even, I assure you, we're open from one of my good fans and friends in Atlanta, Brian. She sent this to my house and she's like, I saw this and thought of you. You had to have it. So it was great that the fact that these people are really cool to send me gifts. So I thought, hey, this is a perfect place. I assure you we're open because coming out from this pandemic slowly but surely, I'm sure we're going to be seeing a lot of these signs popping up. So I got to tell you, man, the absolutely fantastic setup they got going here. I thought I was going to be able to use my phone as an extra camera to walk around and show you. I can't, but what I'm going to do is I'll post up a video. I'll record something and then post up a video showing what this place is. If you get a chance, go to gamersandgeeks.com. I think that's their website. It's either N Geeks, like just the letter N Geeks, or and Geeks. It's gamersandgeeks.com to see it. The other thing that's really, really cool, and if anybody who saw last week's broadcast, when I had both Tommy, the owner of here, Gamers and Geeks, and also the owner of 3 Alarms, Scott Hoverman, they said that a local brewery down here has decided to come up with and make an honorable red beer and named it after me, called the OHalloRANT. And they showed a picture, a rendering, a graphic of what it is. Today, I got to meet the man who designed the actual beer tap handle and the 3D, the gentleman who 3D printed it and then painted it. Literally, it just got finished last night. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen. The OHalloRANT beer tap. Now, I have to get a kegerator. There's just no getting around it. Diane's going to have to live with the fact that I have to. That's upsetting. But I have now a beer tap called the OHalloRANT, and the guy is 3D and this is all handcrafted, 3D printed, but then painted by hand by the actual 3D artist. And we're gonna be sampling some of this tomorrow because that's in another town. Because it's got to meet my standards. I'm not just going to give my endorsement just to any swell. Come on, you know me. There's people in this audience that have bought me beers and brought me beers, so they know I have a particular palate when it comes to my beers. But I got to tell you, man, I was blown absolutely away. The likeness is frighteningly accurate. So there you have it. So one of the main reasons I came down here. No, I had no idea this was happening until literally those guys said it last week. So thank you to Scott Hoverman, and I am being a very, very bad person by not remembering the brewery. Do you remember, Tom, what brewery that was? Puff Daddies? And I may go live again tomorrow from the other store. So if you like tonight, I may go live again since this worked out so well. I may go live again tomorrow, which will be kind of fun. I mean, I'm in that building anyway, signing. We can and Scott. Yeah, I think Scott's still in the chat. Scott Hoverman, if you're still in the chat, you know the name of the brewery. If you want to type it out for the folks, if you're still watching the show, by all means, please let the audience know. Sorry, my mind is drawing a blank here. But yeah, man, I mean, this is turn this around again. Yeah, we're good. So this is kind of like, I have a live audience too. I have 2 people, but it's a live audience nonetheless. Wave to the camera, folks. There we go. So we go. Here we go. First live audience. So, sorry. There we go. Live TV, folks. That's what happens. Anyway, it should be a fun time again tomorrow. Tomorrow morning we have the zebra run. If you go to curemsd.org, you can find out information on the zebra run. Here we go. If you're in the area and you want to do a quick 5K or a 1 mile fun run, you can join. It's at Fort Maurepas, right?
Yeah.
Maurepas Park.
Or just come out and see me.
Or just come out and see me. It'll be a lot of fun. You can dress up like a zebra, paint your face black and white. You don't have to, but that adds to the fun. And we got more things raising money for a great cause. Matter of fact, someone today, we have the raffle going. We got one of my remote guests kindly coming in. We got a really good person come in today and drop $1,000 in to buy raffle tickets. It was unbelievable. I was aghast how and just absolutely crazily emotionally overwhelmed that this person would drop that much. Hey, could you just turn that back towards us, the cam? Would be that absolutely generous with giving to the cause of Cure MSD. There we go.
Is that what you want?
Yep, perfect. All right, so I'm going to bring on, put that to your collar. I'm going to bring on the owner of Gamers and Geeks. This man, I can't say enough about him because so many people have told me about him because how generous he is in the community, not just in general, but in the community, giving a place for people to come to, enjoy their hobbies, enjoy their love of whether it be, Magic the Gathering, whether it be D&D, whether it be so many different hobbies, but also reaching out to the community of people who needed it. And this man steps up all the time, and he knows that road. He knows that road well from his own life. I can't say enough of it. So please welcome to the show, Tommy.
What is up?
What is going on, man?
It is a good night.
This is a really good night. Now, come on, man. This is such a huge tournament.
Yeah, we started back our Magic on Fridays. So we're giving away a free secret layer. So we got a bunch of people in for that. And we got a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. We got a Dragon Ball tournament. And of course, tonight's the pre-release for Strixhaven. And then we have this going on. So we have an awesome fundraiser. And we got a great celebrity here. I mean, like, what else more could you want, right?
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. But I cannot express to the audience how gigantic this space is. You really could do anything in this space and still have room for yet some more. You have private rooms that are tables if people want to game in a quieter setting and stuff.
And a couple of them are themed. So the goal is to theme them all. So one of them's themed like a dungeon, one of them's themed vampire themed, and we're going to do one zombie, we're going to do one like a spaceship, like you're in a cockpit. And we're going to put, the Facebook portal. Have you seen those?
Yes, yes.
So we're going to put one of those in there. So it's almost like, you're talking to, So we're going to do some cool stuff like that. We got a little retro arcade in the back.
You do. You have, how many machines you now have back there?
Close to 40, I think.
They have seriously, guys, they have 40 different, arcade, not just full-on arcade games, but in the back where normally, because this is an old supermarket where we'd normally have backstock and stuff like that. It's all decked out. He's also put together, you kind of built out a workshop studio for some 3D printing artists and painters and stuff. Yeah, and you also have a recording studio back there for a podcasting company as well.
Yeah, so we have Scotty White back there who has his own recording thing, and they do the My Star Wars Live and a couple other podcasts going on back there. So you got to check out Scotty White, Scotty White Universe, and then John Leaptard has his own thing where he's got 1 Foot in the Grave prop shop. And the name of his store is so great because he lost his leg in a car accident several years back, and he's all about repurposing stuff. So 1 Foot in the Grave is kind of a play on that, but it's also about repurposing old things and stuff. And he has 3D printers and stuff, and he does an awesome job making.
It's so funny because the front of this, is like your typical kind of retail space. You then have like incredibly luxurious leather gaming chairs for the landing the computer landing that you could do over in the other section over here. And then you go in the back where the arcades are, and you have like this nightlight kind of nightclub day glow
Yep.
paint splashed all around,
Old school.
and low lighting because obviously the monitors on the gaming console on the arcade consoles like really are brighter in that
Yeah.
back area, and it is this kind of like weird. I don't know, kind of like
Retro feel.
yeah, almost, but not only retro, but it gives me what do you call it when it's a speakeasy. It has this kind of speakeasy feel to it, and I'm really impressed with what a defunct grocery store space can be turned into. And I mean, because the building support beams are so far wide apart. When I looked earlier, I was like, man, you could totally play street hockey in here. It's amazing.
You know, the initial plans, whenever we got this, was for the arcade to be up front, and then the back we wanted to kind of have a like an industrial style laser tag. But we ran into some insurance issues with that
Right.
and stuff. But that was going to be the initial plan. But so we ended up putting the arcade back there and just used more of the space for gaming.
I tell you, man, this is where you want to go. Gamers and Geeks on Moffett Road here in Mobile, Alabama. Gamersandgeeks.com. And Tommy Wetchin here. I gotta say, you guys really stepped up. I want to thank you guys for stepping up and sponsoring my trip down here to support the Cure MSD, CureMSD.org Zebra Run. Which there you go, folks. If you want to check it out, CureMSD.org, the Zebra Run. We also have Tom here with us. Come on around, Tom. Tom Kanan, whose daughter, as you can see, has this affliction, in which they're raising money to get a clinical trial started. And these guys are really doing their best to. These guys are really doing like beyond the pale of what you guys have done. You had one of your regular customers come in today and literally buy $1,000 worth of raffle tickets.
Yep, Bubba, we do campaign against cancer, and he's come in and spent anywhere between $1,000 and $5,000 every year.
So that means I got to come back 5 more times to make that up.
And anytime we have something like that, a player of ours unfortunately passed away in a car accident. We did a tournament where a lot of people donated stuff. And we did some silent auctions, and he didn't even know the guy. He threw in on that, and he's just super nice guy. And I always try to do stuff like that as well. It's really good to put out those good vibes.
Absolutely.
I'm super about giving back, because if you just give without looking to receive, you just receive so much, and it's just all about helping out others. I in my book I said that I want to learn, or that from not having anything and learning that lifestyle and knowing what it was like to give, it's just so much better to give than it is to receive. So
yeah,
what I try to do.
and it was in this, especially in this economic climate that we're in, and people being in a lot of people still not even back to work because we're not back to a normal sense of normalcy. To see that generosity down here is it's just so incredibly overwhelming. And
It's awesome to see living the life
Yeah.
going on right now. The whole Shawshank thing, right?
Yeah.
Busy living or get busy dying. And people are getting
yeah,
busy living.
people, like Tom is saying off camera here, is people are getting busy living, and the more and more that we're seeing people get vaccinated, and the more and more people are taking the precautions they need, and it's nice to see it starting to open up. And I gotta say, this is just the first night of my weekend down here, and I'm overwhelmed, and I gotta say, Tommy, you just nailed it and kicked it out. And I wish I was here all 3 days. Maybe we'll come back another time. I can bring another guest with me. We could do another appearance at some point,
that'd
either
be
this
great.
year or next year, whenever it is.
I'm
Get
always
back
down.
down here, but
Yeah.
I want to thank you so much, man.
Hey,
Seriously,
thank you for coming out.
Not at
Seriously, it
all.
was awesome.
Not at all. Give a round of applause here to Tommy Wetchin, everybody. Check it out, Gamers and Geeks. There you go, Moffett Road in Mobile, Alabama. And Mobile. Pardon. gamersgeeks.com for more information, and also on their Facebook page as well. You'll be able to see all of that. So you're welcome. But seriously, a really great job. Now, someone else who I want to bring in. This fan came up to the table earlier today, and I said hello and stuff, and she broke out in ASL, American Sign Language. And I was like, oh. So I kind of just stepped back and slipped off my mask. I'm like, how you doing? And she could hear and stuff. I was like, oh, okay. And so then I asked her, like she enjoys the Clerks movies, and she's like, the part I love is, you're not even supposed to be here today. And I said, oh my God, what does that look like in sign language? The phrase, I'm not even supposed to be here today. So I asked her to do it. I recorded it on the phone, but I noticed she's still here, just over the table here. So I'm going to bring her around and see if she'll sit down next to me and do it. Yeah. So she's going to come around.
Hi, how are you?
How are you?
I'm doing great.
What is your name again?
My name is Tennille.
Tennille, that's right. Like I was like, oh yeah, like Captain and Tennille, that's right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Exactly. So earlier I had you ASL.
Yeah, you have me sign your intro.
Correct.
Yes.
So you can see yourself here,
Okay.
right there. I want you to show the audience I'm not even supposed to be here today. All right, here we go. You can slide back.
I'm not supposed to be here today.
Look at that, folks.
There you have it.
Now I know it in sign. Now I just got to practice it. I'm glad I put this on video, so now I can.
Well, like I
now
said, friend me and I'll teach you everything.
There you go. That's the generosity down here.
Besides, you gotta get those pictures from me somehow.
There you go.
And I shot a lot.
She has been. She's a professional photographer, and she's been shooting a ton of photos. So, of course, the photo we took together, she had already put the filter on and a couple of comments in black and white. So
far, over 30 people have looked at it.
there you go. Already got 30 likes on it. Nice.
Yes, 30 likes. But my service is kind of crap right now, so as soon as I get into a better range.
Sure. They'll upgrade, and then
Yeah.
the people will see it.
Yes, definitely.
Awesome. Well, Tennille, thank you so much for doing that for my audience.
Thank you. I'm completely mind blown right now. I mean, meeting you has been on my bucket list for a really long time.
Oh,
So
you need a different bucket, but all right.
But so for me to be here, it's been pretty amazing. I never expected to go on a podcast.
There you go. You're not on a podcast. You're on a streamcast now. Now people are seeing you.
Oh, that's so. I wonder if I'm going to get my 15 seconds out of this.
You're definitely past the
15
15 seconds. You're definitely past it.
I certainly hope so.
There you go. Tennille, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me on.
Not
here.
at all.
Fortunately, I got to take off because I
course.
have a 20-pound body of attitude called my Cocker Spaniel.
No, Cocker Spaniels. Oh, don't piss off a Cocker
I'm
Spaniel.
telling you, Cocker Race
Oh, yeah.
is real.
It is
people.
real people. Yeah.
So, yeah,
They're not happy if you don't give them attention.
no kidding.
What's the name of the Cocker Spaniel?
Her name is Aubrey.
Aubrey. What a beautiful name.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, you go take care of Aubrey, and thank you again for coming by.
Thank you for having me on here.
You're welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, Tennille, everybody.
Give you your hug.
Oh, sure. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
Good night.
Good night now. Thank you. So there you go. Whew. So there you have it. It's the type of people that we have down here. It's just been they've been really sweet and really generous with the time. If you go to my Twitter or Facebook and stuff, you'll get links to the page. Bye now. Oh, not at all. You're welcome. So this is what it is. It's a little kind of love fest. Like I said, when I realized she knew sign language, I was like, oh my God, I've never realized, like, why haven't I ever asked the people who I've met who know ASL how to say I'm not even supposed to be here today? and it was nice to see it today. So there you have it. I got to say in general that it's getting hot and heated in the gaming rooms here. With the Magic the Gatherers, different tabletop games going on. And it's good, now that people are getting vaccinated and people are complying with a lot of them are complying with their masks, of course. Here in Alabama, that is not a mandatory mask mandate, but the store prefers people to have it on, but it's not a necessity. I don't know. I'm happy to be amongst people again. It's really, really cool. So. All right. Thank you, Mr. Ridgely. Mr. Joe Ridgely has said, "Nice live. This remote, like the remote feed, good. I thought I had a big shop. No, this Emmett, you have no idea how huge this shop is. Take your shop and times it like 20. It's a supermarket. It's a supermarket that they've turned into a giant, like, hobby shop. Like, the front is all business. It's literally the mullet. It's the mullet of hobby shops. Like, that could be their quote for me. Gamers and Geeks, the mullet of hobby shops. It is, because it's all business in the front. Like, it's, regular aisles of comic books, and gaming and stuff, and, manga, and miniatures are sold, and action figures and all stuff. But then the rest of the space is like all the party space. It's, it's totally, gaming tables. And then, like I said, LAN monitors. And then behind me here in this, like what would be the, the stockroom area is all the video games and the podcasting studios and stuff. So it's definitely business in the front, party in the back, because it's all really cool. And I love it. I love the fact that these people here are have embraced it, and Tommy Wetchin is embraced by the community, and the community has supported him with this and given us the time and space to have a signing, but also raise money for curemsd.org, and people coming out to support that. Tomorrow, I got to get up early to do a race. We're doing the actual walk, so tonight I'll be cutting the broadcast off a little early. It won't be a full hour because, and then I got to pack this up, and then we have to get something to eat, and then I have an hour drive back to Ocean Springs where we're staying, and then tomorrow in Ocean Springs, tomorrow morning, is the zebra run. So definitely, it's been really, really cool attempting this for my first remote show. I'll try to shoot some video with my phone tonight, and then if we podcast tomorrow during the day after my signing tomorrow, then I'll put up the video, most likely. We'll see. But thank you, Trey Mock. Good to see you as well. Thank you, Captain Sparrow. Nice to see you as well. Phil Holen, PJ, good to see you as well. Gem Girl, 1975. It's Tiffy, baby. Good to see you as well. Brian Meckling Jr., good to see you as well. Haven for Heroes, Emmett over there, good to see you as well. Thank you for joining us tonight. Jennifer Laybourne, good to see you as well. You love my eyes. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet of you to say. Need some merch, man. Yes, I'm Jason Mack. I am putting together some merch for the podcast. Slowly but surely, I have a few things going on to get it going. Mad Brothers Media, good to see you as well. Dan Jobson, good to see you as well. We're getting close to getting started on the Clerks 3 film. June and July, I've been told. So it'll be a lot of fun. The script looks awesome. We're working out all the paperwork now. Once that gets all signed, we get into rehearsals and get out there. We're shooting in Jersey. That's right, shooting in Jersey. So it'll be good to see back again. Phil Holland, thank you, sir. Stoked to see me. Good to see you too. Um, this has been a nice test. This is a nice test to see if I can get this up and running in a remote fashion. Thank the people at StreamYard that get this all together in a sense of the system I use to stream out to both Twitch and to Facebook and to YouTube. Check out, if you want to follow me personally, it's the best way to do it. Facebook, Brian C. O'HalloRANT. YouTube, the O'HalloRANT. Twitch TV, Brian C. O'HalloRANT. And Instagram, Brian C. O'HalloRANT. So, yeah, I'm gonna end this a little early. Normally we do an hour, and I know I started late, and I'm kind of ending around the time that I normally end anyway, around 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But I want to thank you guys for joining me. Thank you, Stephen. It was fun, and I got to tell you that it's nice being out, and I hope you all do the same thing. Get out there. Get your vaccination, but still wash your hands. Wear your mask. If it's mandated, wear your mask, of course. If you're not, I'm going to be wearing it wherever I go anyway, just because. But also, I'm interacting with immune compromised people. That's what the Cure MSD.org Foundation is about. Multiple sulfatate disease is about the enzyme that removes from your cells all the waste that the cells will generate. And people with this deficiency don't have the ability to remove the waste from their cells. And it kind of messes things up and locks things up terribly. And this is a rare disease. And so they're called zebras in the medical world. Like, you got to find the zebras amongst the herd of horses, because those are the rare diseases that you have to try to solve answers to. And so that's what this organization is doing, raising money to find it. Now they've put in a couple of $1 million already into finding the gene that causes this, and now they're coming up with trial runs to do treatments, and that's the next phase, to raise money to pay for the trials that these kids can get a treatment to get it cured eventually. So there you go. If you're in the area, come to the Zebra Run tomorrow. Fort Mariposa Park. It's a 5K and 1 mile fun run, or go to curemsd.org for more information. But if you have a chance to donate, please do, because they're very close to having enough money, hopefully, to start the trials. And then usually then a pharmaceutical company will come in and then run the trials. And then, if they can get a treatment working, then there's promise for a cure. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. Someone says, I got the J&J and has been weird time since they paused it, LOL. Yes, I got my J&J this past Monday, literally the day before they put the pause in. And I was like, I woke up to read they'd paused, and I was like, what? And I had talked earlier in the broadcast about it, how it seems to affect women who are on birth control, who also suffer from low platelets. It's causing the blood clots. And so that's why there's a pause. See, is that the only thing? So, look, out of 6.8 million people who were vaccinated with the J&J shot, for only 6 to 8 women to have issues with blood clots, it puts that in this super rare side effect. But it was a side effect that hadn't shown up until we got into the millions of people vaccinated. So they have to investigate it. That's what the FDA and the CDC is all about. And we'll go from there. But if you have the opportunity, Pfizer, Moderna, whatever shot you have the opportunity to take it. Peace of mind. And then people are telling me, yeah, but now your 5G works better. Now you've been chipped. They're following you. Listen, we're being followed no matter what. You have a cell phone, you're being tracked. I don't care who you are. You're on now, on the internet, they're tracking. It is what it is. And so I'm going to take the shot, and I did. And I'm glad I got the one shot, so now I don't have to worry about it again for a while. So do your piece if you can. I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. I'm very happy to be on the road again. I was on the road just about over a month ago with Marilyn Gigliotti in Orlando. That was a little stressful, just in the terms of being out of the house, like flying since a year prior, and now going through that scenario with the airport and everything and traveling, and now have been vaccinated, even though yes, it takes 2 months for full vaccination to happen. And I'm still washing my hands, using hand sanitizer, putting masks on, because I don't want to be a carrier to anyone else that I might not know, but someone who I might know who has someone is an immune composition compromised or has some sort of comorbidity. I'd hate to know that if I was the one who passed it on. So still do it. And that's that. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I know I've been saying this like 1,000 times. I'm like one of the Italian goodbye they say, where you can't get out of the room because you keep saying goodbye to people. And that's usually Diane. That's usually not me. But thanks again to the owner, Tommy Wetjen, and the folks here at Gamers and Geeks. These guys have really put on a great setup here. If you get a chance down the Mobile, Alabama area, come on down. It's a sight to behold, this place. It's awesome. Really great people. Check it out online. And if they're looking for something hard to find, I'm sure they can contact the shop and they'll check it out to see if they have it in stock and ship it to you. So try it out. And by all means, go to curemsd.org. The / is if you want to join the Zebra Run or just donate. By all means, please do. And tomorrow we are going to be at 3 Alarm Comics in Biloxi, Mississippi. 3alarmcomics.com is the site. Check it out. And we'll be there tomorrow afternoon. Check my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for more information on that. So that's it. I'm going to go. We love you, people. We'll see you next week. I'm not on the road next week, so I should be back home in my home corner of the entertainment room to do another show. Thanks again, guys.